I'm talking about the Michigan Wolverines now.
Yeah.
They just beat Washington, who had started the season ranked. Obviously, they lost to Montana, now to Michigan. But I think they have pieces that definitely make them a serviceable Pac-12 school. What's the outlook for NIU? I mean, obviously, we expect a wallop, you would hope.
Yep.
But NIU's got a few athletes and playmakers on the field as well. So,
Rocky Lombardi.
yeah, that'll be fun to watch just on that purpose.
Yeah, I mean, so what I'm hoping happens with NIU is going to be kind of similar to what Western. If it's the same result, I'll be happy. Obviously, like as a fan, from a fan standpoint, we want to see maybe the ball thrown around a little bit more. But I think they're going to go into the game and attempt to establish the run again, because I think that's just going to be their MO all year. But I would think, try to get McNamara in rhythm. He doesn't need to play the whole game. I would expect to see some out of JJ McCarthy.
Dan Villari.
Maybe Villari. I would expect to probably see a lot of JJ McCarthy, though. We need to get him reps. I think, but still maintain the identity. Don't get out of what you're trying to do, what you've been trying to do all year. I mean, the identity is going to be a downhill running football team, and I think that needs to maintain to stay the same, even if it's a team that you can probably beat no matter what you're doing. But they also need, I don't want to see any kind of complacency, because this is a team that went 2-4 last year. So, they can't be riding high going into this game just because they've looked solid the first 2 weeks. Go in, take care of business, dominate, and then, move on. Get the starters out of there after the latest third quarter, I would hope, and, get some more guys reps. They've played a lot of guys, though. They've been playing a lot of guys even in close game situations. So, pressure the quarterback, get Lombardi. I mean, they're going to enjoy playing him again. So I don't know. I expect just more of the same. But maybe throw the ball a little bit more. Try to get some rhythm started. Because the receivers need some work too. Just because without Ronnie Bell, I mean they're depleted. Mm-hmm. They're certainly really depleted right now. So I would just expect to see JJ McCarthy a lot more. But you want to get McNamara in rhythm, because obviously, they picked him as the starting quarterback. He's done something better than McCarthy in practice up to this point to earn that. So
yeah, I just think he's consistent and just does
not going to turn the ball over. Yeah.
So that's something you're looking at. You don't want your quarterback to take you out of opportunity. But
exactly.
I believe, and I mean, obviously you mentioned already, but they need to practice throwing the ball. And I think if you're going to do it, try against a team that maybe you should be able to put up some garbage points against. I mean, you're not going to beat teams like Penn State or certainly Ohio State, maybe even Indiana, Michigan State, if you're not going to also be adequate passing the football as well.
And they don't need to be anything. I'm not expecting to go full air raid.
And don't go deep into the playbook either. Try to just find some easy routes.
Yeah, you don't need to do anything crazy. It's just, hey, establish the run. Play action off of that. That's all they need to be. That's what Oregon was against Ohio State. They probably threw the ball 28 times. Mm-hmm. And it was all
Verdell ran very well.
It was all off the run action, and it is what it is. Then they got the quarterback comfortable, and then he made some plays, and that it wasn't anything amazing. It wasn't like he was just chucking it 50 times around the field. That's not what it needs to be, and I don't want it to be that in actuality. We don't have that kind of team. But what it can be is like, hey, we're gonna do both. We're gonna balance it up a little bit more this week. We're gonna do both, and you know what? Maybe there'll be a few hiccups. Some incompletions, some balls where it's like, man, we got to make that play. I'm okay with that.
Give yourself film and things to work on.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Especially if it's like, okay, we know we can run the ball if we need to pick up a close 3rd and 4. If we know we can run the ball, and like, okay, maybe here we're already up a couple touchdowns. Maybe we're gonna throw it here, just to see. I know you can't treat it that way. You got to go win the game, obviously. You're not going to hinder yourself from winning the game, but once the game is in hand, start open it up a little bit and start throwing the ball a little bit. So,
yeah, Corum, Haskins, and Edwards bring a nice little trio of running backs that have the confidence that have already been established in the first 2 games.
I think
the confidence. Yeah, and I'm good with that too. I just think we need to try to build the confidence of Sainer still, and Johnson, and Henning, and Wilson, and even Eric All, who has been kind of the king. He's been Eric Ebron of college football this year. He's kind of dropped some easy ones.
Yep.
So build the confidence with McNamara and then McCarthy eventually out there.
Yeah.
We got to try to build some confidence in the passing game as well. So, yeah, it'll be a game to look forward to